All right, my friends, so today we're going to go over this beautiful trade that we took live with our friends, and this was about a 50% trade on QQQ before 9:45 in the morning on a Friday. So I'm going to break down exactly what we saw, why we took it, and all the things so that you can replicate this going forward. Okay, all right, y'all, so if you caught that QQQ trade with us or first thing in the morning before even 9:45, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. We appreciate y'all. It is good. I didn't even finish my espresso yet. I'm still sipping on my cortadillo, and we already made it before 9:45. That's outstanding. So listen, you know the system, you know the strategy, and y'all execute it. So make sure you put your profits in the profits channel. So the first thing you need to make sure you have on your charts, which we should know by now in regards to critical levels, we need to have a few on our charts. So we need to have pre-market data, we need to have pre-market high, pre-market low, and also previous day high and previous day low. Okay, so if you do not have your pre-market area, which is this little orange area on my chart, all you have to do is simply go to your TradingView. This is on TradingView, which is the charting platform that I use, tradingview.com, and I use the little gear stick here, and just make sure your session says extended trading, and if it doesn't, it would say regular trading, and switch it to extended. And then just make sure your pre and post market background colors are something that you can notice. So my pre is this little orange, but I have it very opaque, so it's basically translucent. It's like a little highlighter. So I just know the area. Okay, and then how to find the highs and lows, simply, my friends, you just go and create a horizontal line, and I use the horizontal line tool, right? You can go here or you can use the hotkey, but you can do the horizontal line here, click it, and it'll activate it, and you can just drop your line wherever you would like it to go. Okay, so my pre-market low or my pre-market levels is this dotted line here, and as you can see, I have just the lowest point that price went to during the pre-market hours. Okay, and then contrary to that, the highest point where price went during that pre-market time. And the other level, like I said, was previous day. So previous day is a black background right here, and I just marked the lowest level. And then when it comes to previous day high, you just mark your previous day high. Okay, so let's get into the actual trade. Price opened and had a strong push to the downside. Okay, strong push to the downside, and what I saw with that push was we did get a break below pre-market low. Okay, you should have some rules or some checks or some confluences that are indications to say, hey, this is a good looking setup that I'm interested in. You're looking for your ideal setup, and one criteria for me in ideal setup is a break of a critical level, and pre-market is one of those. So I have a break of pre-market low, which I'm like, okay, now I'm very much interested. Okay, and then we get a momentary pullback in price action here, and then after we get the momentary pullback, we get another strong push below the pre-market level, right? And that was my indication to get into this trade, which we did live. We were able to get into this trade right here. And remember, when it comes to getting into a trade, you should always have a stop loss. You should always know where you're going to get out if price goes against you. So since I use this as my candle to get in, I just use the end of that candle as my way to get out. And with that push to the downside, y'all, we got a beautiful move. Like I said, 50% on this trade. Now we need to know where we're going to take profit. And how do we know where we take profit? And what does it even mean to take profit? Okay, take profit means that you have a certain amount of contracts that you have purchased, or you have a risk inside of this trade to actually make this money, right? So what you want to do when you get to critical levels is that you should take profit at that level. Best practices are to take profit because of the fact that you want to get paid for the work you've done thus far, right? You want to secure some of those funds. And with that, how do you find these levels is the next thing, right? So to find your critical levels, you should do these pre-market, right, before the market is open. I do them fresh for my group every morning and drop them inside of our group. The way that I do this is by first going to the 4-hour time frame first and just look for where price has reacted previously. And a reaction is where price was in a prevailing trend and it has a reaction. Reaction could be a big bounce or it could be a small bounce, but it reacted. It stopped the movement of the prevailing trend, right? For that time period when it gets to that level. So what I want to know is, hey, where are these levels, so that if price ever gets back to this particular level, I will know that it has reacted previously, so it may react again. So here I usually have levels above price, right? Above where price is currently at, and below, because I don't have a bias. I'm cool if price goes up or down. I'll have levels for either one, because in options we can make money if price goes up or down. So when it comes to this particular chart, we have a reaction here, and remember what I said, it's in a prevailing trend and it stops and then goes the other direction. So we have a reaction here, so I have 3 here, 4, 5. That's a great level, right? Mark that level. And on the other level 601, we have a reaction here, we have a reaction here, right? So mark that there, right? Then I have one down here. Great. Okay, so now that I have some levels marked on the 4 hour, then I go down to the hourly, and then I just go ahead and once again look to the left to trade to the right, and I'm seeing that yes, price has reacted here on this same 4 hour level that I marked at 604.05, right? 604.05, and boom, yes. So this level is a great level to mark intraday for me to actually trade on during the market is when the market's open. So while we're in this trade, y'all, we are aware of 604.05 approaching, and when it comes to knowing or being aware of this level, it's not to say, oh my gosh, I'm scared. You just are aware, right? Being a profitable trader is now being aware of how price moves and it reacts to levels, and then also having a plan of what to do when it gets to these levels. That's what makes you a profitable trader, not luck, not the best new indicator, not the best new mentor, not the best new video. It's being aware, having a plan, executing correctly, okay? And when it comes to how, when we get to these levels, we're taking profit. So taking profit means that you shave off some of the contracts that you have, usually in the realm of like 50% of your risk. So if you have 4 contracts, you would shave off 2. So then you're left with 2 contracts, right? You lower your risk and you get paid at the same time, okay? Because of the fact that if price goes against you, you're gonna lose all of the 4 contracts or all of the money you've risked, all of your premiums, right? Versus if price goes against you, you are not as exposed as you were previously, okay? So now once we have our level, that's 604.05, I want you to see what price does when it got to the 604.05. It had another reaction. It had another reaction to this particular level, okay? So this is a great indication to let you know that, hey, we should be aware of these levels because price does react to critical levels that they've reacted to previously. And as a trader, does it mean to be scared of these levels? No, it just needs to, like I said before, you have a plan and you execute accordingly, okay? This was a beautiful trade we took live on break of a critical level and understanding also where to take profit using critical level. So if you ever want to trade with me live, hear my thought process and see my screen, we trade live every day with our group, Monday through Friday. Go ahead and comment the word trade down below or simply click the link in my description. And y'all, if you are not able to say, hey Tanisha, I appreciate everything, cool, and I work during that time, we do also have futures. We have an amazing futures course, futures coach inside of the academy. And if you're interested in that, all you have to do is comment the word futures and we got you either way. All right. So I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you learned something new. If you have not done so yet, oh yeah, give me a thumbs up. Almost forgot. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel because you already know how YouTube does. Until next time, have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed month, and a blessed rest of the year. See you soon.
All right, took a little bit off the Qs. Let's go. If you took Qs, congrats. Holding some runners. Let's get it. Qs 21%, 23%.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about to start the Friday. Come on.
This might be a one and done,
Come
right?
on, Q.
Let's get it. 30%.
Oh, thank you. 54. Let's go.
Let's
go.
get it, baby.
Let's go.
44%, y'all.
Come on.
Let's get it.
Come on.
I got a little here. I'm going to take a little bit off.
I'm
gonna take a little bit off. I still got runners, y'all.
You so Raj. Oh my gosh, Rajiv, I know you was ready to do your runner. You sold both by accident.
Oh man, that happens.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling because you were ready to do the runner. Yeah, Amberly, I see it.
I already know Greg done for the day.
Okay, H Wheeler, there you go. Go put your profits in the profit channel. Congrats.
Congrats, y'all. Appreciate
Nice.
Congrats. Well, I love it. It's the in and out done. Congrats. Well, man.
We have early finishers in here.
We ain't even get no video yet.
Dang,
Can we
bro.
close out the trade first and then just get a video?
Everybody's like, bro, I'm out.
I love it though. Happy for y'all.
Dang,
Can we
bro.
close out the trade first and then just get a video?
Everybody's like, bro, I'm out.
I love it though. Happy for y'all. Happy. $13%. I'm gonna take a little bit off of Q's. Let's go, T.